Assalamualaikum and a very good morning everyone. So for this week we are going to cover chapter 8, which is strategies for analyzing and entering foreign market. So first we go to the chapter objective. Don't worry, although it is 7, I will summarize it. Okay, there are basically three chapter objective in this chapter, which is analyzing foreign market and to know the mode of entry. Each of the mode of entry, we have four major types of mode of entry entering the foreign market. Okay, and we have to know each of the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, and then we have to also know what is the intermediaries available to assist in exporting their goods. So basically three things. All right, and first we need to analyze the foreign market analysis, because if you want to increase our profit, our market share, we have to know which are the mode of entry that more profitable. Okay, so first, we assess alternative market and then evaluate the respective cost, benefit, and risk of entering each. And lastly, we chose which is the most potential entry or expansion, less risky. Alright, so these are the critical factors in assessing new market opportunities. Of course, you need to know about this. Okay, and then as I mentioned, we have four types of I'm so sorry for my mistake. Actually, we have five type of mode of entry. I'm so sorry. Mentioned four just now. Actually, we have five, which is exporting, international licensing, international franchising, specialized modes, and the last one is FDI. So we have already learned in the previous chapters about FDI. So FDI is, of course, is one of the alternative to enter the international market. Right? So of course, each of these option, the five option, we have advantage and disadvantages, and these are the learning objective in this chapter. Please remember. Okay, they have also exporting advantage is, of course, the low financial exposure, and disadvantages of vulnerability to tariff and non-barrier tariff, and of course the logistical complexity, and of course also the distributor conflict with the distributor. Okay, why we need to export? Because the proactive factor and reactive factor. Proactive factor means there are a pull factor opportunity at outside market, yeah, outside Malaysia, for example. So there is a demand of our product outside, so we need to cater that demand. So this is the pull factor. While for reactive push factor in our home country, the decreasing demand from the local market. So we have no choice. If you want to sustain in the market, we have to go international. So these are the factor that motivates why we need to why we have to do the exporting. So these are the three types of form of exporting. The first is indirect exporting. The manufacturer sell to company B, and the company B sell to the foreign customer. So this is indirect. For direct exporting, we intentionally direct exporting our product to the other country. In intra-corporate means we are using affiliated company to sell our product outside our home country. So these are the additional consideration. As we learned last week, which is political and legal structure, we need to know the government policy of the other country, marketing concerns, marketing for peace, okay, logistical consideration, and distribution issue. So these are the intermediaries that we can use: manufacturer agent, manufacturer export goods, export and import brokers, freight forwarders. So for the information, we have this in your textbook. And the second types of entering international market, which is international licensing. We can use the licensing when a firm so in this licensing, we have two parties involved, which is licensor and licensee. So the licensor ni, they leases the right to use its intellectual properties. So example of IP is technology, work, method, patent, copyright, brand names, or trademark. So we call the firm that using the license is licensee. Okay, the example for international licensing is Disney product. Okay, as we know, Disneyland. Not only the Disney have the Disneyland, but they also have products. Yeah, products. Clothing lines, soap, and many more. Okay, so they are licensed their brand name to the other country to produce the product. All right, so the issue in international licensing is, of course, the copyright. Okay, we afraid of the counterfeit and the duplicate of product. Okay, and we have to, of course, set the boundary. Okay, establish the compensation right, and specify the duration of the agreement. Okay, all right, so these are the advantage and disadvantage when we do international licensing. Low financial risk, we don't have to go to that country, right? We only give them to use our brand name, logo, or trademark. Okay, but disadvantages, limited market opportunity. We depends on our licensor. We don't know, because we only give the right to sell, to use our brand name. The licensor will arrange everything. And the third type of international mode of entry is franchising. We always heard about this licensing, and these are the fast food chain restaurant that are franchisor. Okay, all right. So also we have two parties, franchisor and franchisee. And the issue here, there are also issue, yeah, for franchising, such as limited market opportunity, so less profit, dependence on franchisee, such as it's just similar as licensor. Okay, licensing also, yeah, potential conflict between franchisor and franchisee, and then possibility of creating future competitor. Okay, and then the next one is, this is number 4, specialized entry modes for international business. We can use contract manufacturing, management contract, and turnkey project. So these are the all right. So contract manufacturing, referring to the we outsource the part of manufacturing process. So we require other company to manufacture our product, let's say for 3 years, for example. Okay, so advantage is low risk. Disadvantage, we reduce learning potential, and many more. Okay, so management contract means we is the process of managing agreement from declaration through to their execution by the chosen party and to the eventual termination of the contract. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. While what is 10K project? Okay, so the turnkey project, referring to the project, okay, construction especially, a construction project which developer undertakes the whole responsibility from design to completion of the building. Okay, so until it is available to the buyer in ready to use condition. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of turnkey project. All right, so the last type of mode of entry in international business is FDI. Okay, we already covered this FDI in the previous chapter. So these are the advantages and advantages. All right, for FDI, we have three types of FDI: building new facilities or Greenfield Strategy, acquisition strategy, we buy existing asset in foreign countries, so this is acquisition strategy, or we can do a joint venture. So these are the difference. Okay, we can start from scratch where we building new facilities, or we are using Greenfield strategy, or we can buy existing through acquisition, or we can do joint venture with the host country. So this is the Greenfield strategy and the acquisition strategy. All right, so that's it for this chapter. So I really hope that you understand what is the objective in this chapter, which is to know the analyzing strategy. Yeah, how do I analyze the market strategy before we enter the international business, and second, intermediaries that we can use in exporting, and of course each of the advantage and disadvantages of the 5 mode of entry in international business. So we have exporting, we have international licensing, we have international franchising, we have specialized modes, and we have FDI. Okay, only international licensing and international franchising don't have the types of the mode. Okay, the mode of entry. Okay, so exporting we have 3: indirect, direct, in corporate, transfer. Specialized mode we have contract, manufacturing contract, contract manufacturing, management contract, turnkey project, and FDI we have also 3 types, which is Greenfield strategy, acquisition strategy, and joint venture. With that, thank you very much for listening to my video, and good luck in your quiz. Assalamualaikum, and good morning everyone.